There is a war within you, a battle between the strong and the weak, between the spirit and the flesh, between destiny and destruction. And if you don't take control, if you don't kill your weak feelings, they will kill you. You wake up one morning and you don't feel motivated. You don't feel strong. You don't feel like pushing forward. But does that mean you are weak? Does that mean you have no power? No, because feelings are not facts. They come and go like the wind, changing direction with every storm, every challenge, every shift in circumstance. They can deceive, manipulate, and control if you allow them to. Too many people live their lives ruled by their emotions. If they feel happy, they work hard. If they feel discouraged, they stop. If they feel confident, they take action. If they feel doubt, they hesitate. But emotions were never meant to lead, they were meant to follow. The truth remains the truth no matter what you feel. If you wake up feeling like a failure, that doesn't make you one. If you feel like you can't go on, that doesn't mean you won't. If you feel like giving up, that doesn't mean you should. The facts don't change just because your emotions shift. Look at history, at the people who have achieved great things. Do you think they always felt strong? Do you think they never faced fear, doubt, or discouragement? Every warrior has moments of weakness, but they refuse to let those feelings define them. They move forward despite the fear. They take action despite the doubt. They keep going despite the exhaustion. That's what separates the victorious from the defeated. The defeated allow their emotions to dictate their actions, while the victorious dictate their emotions. Feelings can be deceptive. They will tell you things that aren't true. They will magnify your fears, amplify your doubts, and make mountains out of molehills. One bad day, one setback, one disappointment, and suddenly your emotions tell you that everything is over, that you've lost, that there's no point in trying. But reality doesn't work that way. The only way you lose is if you stop. The only way you fail is if you quit. And the only way you stay stuck is if you believe the lie that your emotions are telling you. Strength comes from mastering your emotions, not being ruled by them. Imagine a warrior on the battlefield. He may feel fear, but he fights anyway. He may feel pain, but he keeps moving. He may feel doubt, but he refuses to surrender. His emotions do not determine his actions. His purpose does. That is how you must live. Feelings will rise and fall, but purpose is steady. You must train yourself to act on truth, not emotion. When fear tells you to stop, move forward. When doubt whispers that you are not enough, prove it wrong. When weakness tries to take hold, stand tall and fight back. Because at the end of the day, emotions are nothing more than passing clouds. They come, they go, but they do not change the truth. And the truth is this: you are stronger than you feel, greater than your doubts, and destined for more than your emotions will ever let you believe. You are not your emotions. You are not your fears, your doubts, or your insecurities. You are the one who decides what happens next. Every person who has ever achieved greatness mastered this truth. The mind is the commander, and emotions are the soldiers. The problem is that most people let the soldiers run wild with no discipline, no order, no control. And when emotions take over, chaos follows. There will be days when you wake up feeling tired. There will be moments when fear grips your chest, when self-doubt whispers that you're not good enough, when discouragement tries to convince you to give up. If you allow these feelings to dictate your actions, you will remain stuck. You will never rise higher than your emotions allow. But those who understand the power of the mind know this: you are not a prisoner to how you feel. You are the master. You choose whether to act or retreat. You choose whether to keep going or give up. A weak mind submits to emotions. A strong mind commands them. If you rely on feelings to dictate your choices, you will only move when it's comfortable. You will work hard when you feel inspired. You will push forward when you feel confident. But the moment fear, fatigue, or discouragement sets in, you will stop. That is the difference between those who succeed and those who fail. Those who win in life do not wait for motivation. They do not allow emotions to control their destiny. They act regardless of how they feel. Your mind is the gatekeeper. It decides what thoughts stay and what thoughts must be destroyed. If your emotions try to convince you that you are weak, your mind must respond with the truth. You are strong. If fear tells you that you can't do it, your mind must silence it with action. If doubt creeps in, trying to paralyze you, your mind must remind you that doubt is a liar. Every day there is a battle between emotions and decision. Weakness will tell you to take the easy path, but strength chooses the right path, even when it's hard. Some of the greatest achievements in history came from people who acted in spite of their emotions. Warriors who fought even when they were afraid. Leaders who rose even when they felt unqualified. Inventors who pressed forward even when failure surrounded them. If they had listened to their feelings, they would have never built, never conquered, never achieved. The difference was that they understood a crucial truth. Feelings are temporary, but purpose is permanent. Your emotions will try to trick you into believing that you are too tired, too weak, too unworthy. But the greatest victories come when you move forward anyway. When you push through fatigue, you discover new strength. When you act despite fear, you develop unshakable courage. When you refuse to let emotions control you, you gain complete mastery over your life. And the moment you take control of your mind, you take control of your future. Weakness is not something you are born with, it is something you allow. Strength is not something given, it is something built. Every single day a choice is placed before you, to give in to the feelings of doubt, fear, and hesitation, or to rise above them and take control. There is no mystery to this. There is no secret formula. It is a decision, plain and simple. You either let weakness win, or you make the choice to step into your strength. People wait for strength to show up before they take action, but that is not how it works. Strength does not come before action. It comes because of action. The moment you choose to push forward despite feeling weak, you are already growing stronger. The moment you refuse to let fear dictate your next move, you are already overcoming it. Weakness thrives in hesitation, but strength is born in movement. You cannot wait for the perfect time, the perfect mindset, or the perfect motivation. Strength comes the moment you decide that you will not allow yourself to stay where you are. Excuses are the language of weakness. I'm too tired. I'm not ready. It's too hard. Every excuse is a chain that keeps you tied to the very thing you want to break free from. The people who rise above, the people who succeed, are the ones who refuse to make room for excuses. They don't ignore their struggles, but they do not surrender to them. They acknowledge their pain, but they do not let it stop them. They push forward no matter what because they have made a decision: strength over weakness, progress over excuses. Your mind is always looking for an easy way out. The path of least resistance is comfortable, but comfort breeds weakness. Strength is built in discomfort. Every struggle, every challenge, every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, but only if you face it head on. The moment you choose to fight through your limitations instead of running from them, you begin to change. Weakness dies the moment you refuse to give it power. It has no hold on you unless you allow it. The people who achieve the impossible are not special. They are not different from you. They simply made a decision to stop negotiating with weakness. They decided that no matter what, they would keep moving forward. They didn't wait for strength to magically appear. They didn't wait for motivation. They made a choice. And once that choice was made, nothing could stop them. Every time you push past doubt, you build confidence. Every time you keep going when you feel like quitting, you build endurance. Every time you face fear and move forward anyway, you build courage. Strength is not given, it is earned. And the moment you stop giving weakness a seat at your table, the moment you stop entertaining the thoughts that tell you to quit, that is the moment you take control of your life. Pain is not your enemy. It is not a sign that you should stop, slow down, or give up. Pain is the fire that forges strength, the hammer that shapes resilience, the weight that builds endurance. Those who avoid pain remain weak. Those who embrace it become unstoppable. Every struggle, every hardship, every moment of discomfort is an opportunity for transformation. The weak run from it, the strong use it. The difference is not in the pain itself, but in how you respond to it. There is no growth without resistance. A seed must break through the soil to become a tree. A muscle must be torn to grow stronger. A warrior must face battle to develop courage. The process is never easy, but it is necessary. Those who try to avoid struggle will never rise. They will never know what they are capable of because they never dared to push past their limits. Pain is the doorway to power, but only for those who refuse to run from it. Weakness whispers, "This is too hard." Strength answers, "Keep going." Weakness begs for comfort. Strength demands progress. The mind will always seek the easy way out, but the easy path leads nowhere. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every success was born from struggle. The people who rise are the ones who refuse to back down when things get tough. They understand that pain is temporary, but the strength gained from enduring it lasts forever. The reason most people never reach their potential is because they quit when it hurts. They stop when they feel tired. They retreat when fear shows up. But champions, warriors, and leaders push through. They understand that pain is not a punishment. It is a teacher. It reveals your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. It exposes your fears so you can conquer them. It tests your limits so you can break them. Pain is not there to stop you. It is there to refine you. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. The moment you settle into ease, you stop growing. The moment you avoid discomfort, you remain the same. Growth demands sacrifice, and sacrifice requires pain. Those who wish to rise must be willing to endure. The fire that burns is the same fire that purifies. The pressure that crushes is the same struggle that builds the strongest. It is not the pain itself that determines the outcome, but the response to it. Every time you push through pain, you become stronger. Every time you refuse to give in, you become more powerful. Every time you endure, you build something that no one can take away. Resilience, discipline, an unshakable will. Weakness cannot survive in a mind that has decided to embrace the struggle. Pain is not a curse, it is a gift. And those who recognize its purpose will rise above those who fear it. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you are meant to be. It is the force that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Talent can give you an advantage. Motivation can spark a fire, but only discipline will sustain you when talent fades and motivation disappears. Those who rely on their feelings to take action will always remain trapped in inconsistency, moving only when they feel inspired, stopping when the fire burns out. But those who have discipline move no matter what. They rise when they don't feel like rising. They push forward when everything in them screams to stop. They execute not because they feel like it, but because they have committed to a higher standard. Weakness is rooted in inconsistency. One day of effort followed by a day of excuses. A moment of determination followed by a moment of surrender. This cycle is the reason why most people never break through. They let their emotions decide when to act. They wait for the right mood, the right energy, the right circumstances. But discipline does not wait. Discipline moves forward, regardless of the condition. The ones who win in life are not those who do things when it's easy, but those who do things when it's hard. Discipline demands sacrifice. It means saying no to comfort, no to distraction, no to the excuses that try to pull you off course. It is a battle against the part of you that wants to remain the same. Every day, there is a war inside you between the version of you that seeks growth and the version of you that craves ease. The moment you choose discipline, you declare war against everything that has held you back. You silence the voice that says, "I'll do it tomorrow." You destroy the urge to delay. You build momentum that cannot be stopped. There is no mystery to success. It is not about luck. It is not about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It is about showing up day after day and putting in the work. The strongest minds do not negotiate with themselves. They do not allow room for doubt or hesitation. They set a standard and they meet it every single day. Whether they feel like it or not, they execute. Whether they are tired or energized, they move forward. They understand that discipline is not about comfort, it is about commitment. Though the reason most people fail is not because they are not capable, it is because they are not consistent. They start strong but finish weak. They chase results without committing to the process. They want success, but they are not willing to build the habits that create success. They look for shortcuts, but discipline has no shortcuts. It is built in the daily grind, in the unseen hours, in the relentless pursuit of excellence. Those who embrace discipline separate themselves from the crowd. They rise while others sleep. They work while others rest. They build themselves into something unstoppable. Discipline is the ultimate freedom. It gives you control over your future. It breaks every chain of procrastination, every excuse, every weakness. It turns effort into mastery, struggle into strength, failure into victory. The disciplined mind does not seek permission. It does not wait for the right moment. It does not bow to fear. It moves, it builds, it conquers. And the moment you choose discipline over comfort, you take control of your destiny. The mind is the battlefield where every victory and every defeat begins. What you allow to take root in your thoughts will determine the course of your life. Weakness is not born in the body, it is born in the mind. Before you give up physically, you have already given up mentally. Before you accept defeat in the external world, you have already surrendered internally. The battle is won or lost before a single action is taken. If your mind is weak, nothing else matters. But if your mind is strong, nothing can stop you. Every thought is a seed, and every seed produces fruit. If you allow doubt, fear, and hesitation to take root, they will grow into barriers that keep you trapped. If you let excuses, self-pity, and negativity fill your mind, they will become chains that hold you back. But if you plant thoughts of strength, confidence, and determination, you will cultivate a life of power and purpose. What you feed your mind will shape your reality. Those who master their minds master their lives. Most people let their thoughts control them instead of taking control of their thoughts. They allow every passing feeling to dictate their actions. If they wake up tired, they move slowly. If they feel discouraged, they stop. If they experience failure, they retreat. But those who win in life understand that thoughts are not rulers, they are servants. You do not have to obey every thought that enters your mind. You have the power to direct your thinking, to reject weakness, and to choose strength. Training the mind is just like training the body. If you lift light weights, you remain weak. If you never push past resistance, you never grow. The mind is no different. If you constantly give in to self-doubt, you reinforce weakness. If you avoid challenges, you stay small. But if you push your mind, if you refuse to surrender to weak thoughts, you will build an unshakable mental fortress. Just as the body adapts to physical stress and grows stronger, the mind adapts to mental stress and becomes more resilient. Discipline is not just about action. It is about training the mind to think a certain way. When others see obstacles, the strong see opportunities. When others feel fear, the strong feel excitement. When others want to quit, the strong find another gear. This is not natural. This is trained. It is developed through daily decisions, through the refusal to allow weakness a foothold. It is the commitment to transform every challenge into fuel for growth. The greatest battles are fought in silence, in the moments when no one is watching. It is in these moments that strength is built or lost. When you are tired, when you feel like quitting, when doubt creeps in, these are the moments that define you. The weak give in, the strong rise up. The mind that is trained for battle will not bow to fear, will not yield to struggle, and will not surrender to circumstances. It will break through barriers, push past pain, and dominate every challenge. Weakness is not something that controls you unless you allow it. It is a choice, just as strength is a choice. Every day you stand at a crossroads. You can either give in to weak feelings, or you can rise above them. The world belongs to those who refuse to surrender to their emotions, to those who train their minds, discipline their actions, and embrace struggle as the path to greatness. You have the power to kill every weak thought, every excuse, every limitation. You are not made to live small, to be controlled by fear, or to be held back by hesitation. You were made to conquer, to rise, and to transform. But it starts with you, your choices, your discipline, your mindset. Kill your weak feelings and you will unleash the unstoppable force that has been waiting inside you all along. Now is the time to rise.